it going, everybody? My name is Magnum Martel, and I believe 100% that this is going to be one of my more infamous rant videos. I'm absolutely certain that this one is not only going to get destroyed in the algorithm due to the things that I'm about to tell you and the things I'm about to say, but any traction it does get is going to be mostly negative. But with those things said, I'm going to make this video anyway, because I have an opinion on this matter, and there's some things that I would like to say about it. So as I'm sure every single person on the internet has noticed so far, Gabby Petito, a YouTuber, was recently discovered deceased. And there is a nationwide manhunt for her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, due to the fact that he is suspected to at least be involved, and police have named him a person of interest in the situation. I'm not going to rehash all of the details about what happened, how she was found, how he's been spotted a couple times on deer cameras, supposedly cryptic messages. I'm not going to talk about any of that. If you want to hear about all those things, you can go find them somewhere else. I'm not going to rehash all the old facts that we've all heard 100 times already. The internet has been completely taken over by this case. Every major news outlet has done nothing but go on and on and on about this entire situation. All of it. And in it, I've seen a lot of different things crop up that, on one hand, I can understand, but on the other hand, some of them just make my fucking blood boil. And those are the things that I really want to talk about. The first one is one I saw late last night when I was at work, and it had that meme of the two guys under the lamp, and the light is completely ignoring one guy, and it's going right over the other guy. The guy that is in the light would be the Gabby Petito case. The guy that is being ignored by the light would be the hundreds of missing women and children every year. And seeing that, it occurred to me, why is it so many cases suddenly become such a focus that other things that have been a problem for God knows how long tend to just get overshadowed by it for the weekly news cycle? I mean, by the end of the month, we're not going to hear another damn thing about the Gabby Petito thing, or if we do, it'll be some one-off where they've either charged or they've at least found fucking Brian. Now, I'm not the kind of person that goes, oh my god, there's this problem in the world. We need to think so much about this one particular thing and do something about it. I'm more the type of guy that goes, yeah, that's a thing. We should probably do something about that, and I don't know what. I mean, I have some ideas, but, you know, there's other things I'm worried about, too, right now. I don't know. That actually kind of opened my eyes a little bit to how this one girl going missing has become the entire focus of the world, to the point where we don't even see crap about fucking the pandemic half as much now because she's the weekly news cycle. By the end of the month, I'm sure things will return to normal, but, you know, it's just a little baffling to me that this story of a girl randomly going missing and then her remains being found and her boyfriend being on the run has overshadowed all of the other news across the country. And it just goes to show how curated the news cycle, not only here on the internet, but on the legacy media is too. It reminds me of when the Trayvon Martin thing happened. There was an incident 500 miles away, not far from where that happened, of another situation exactly the same, but with the roles reversed. And nobody even took notice. It didn't even get past the local news network. But then the other case was national news, huge fucking tragedy. Another thing I saw about it was one of these posts saying that we should use this as an opportunity to teach girls to get out of abusive relationships. As far as I've seen, at least even in the cycle of news that I've been watching that is clearly trying to condemn Brian, with him being on the run, he's making himself look guilty. That's for sure. But everybody is going on and on about how he was an abuser and he was this horrible, evil person, and that must be the case, and that's why he must have offed her. To which all I gotta say is, if they were engaged, could he have really been this horrible, evil man? I mean, I believe it's possible, sure, but out of everything we've seen so far, there's no evidence that he was actually abusive to her in the slightest. But anyway, that post went on to continue and go on and drone on and on about how men should be held responsible and about how we should teach our boys not to be abusers and how women deserve respect and blah, blah, blah. Fucking world comes to an end, women most affected. And that irritates me a little bit. Simply because, why can't it be both? Why can't you teach your girls to recognize the red flags in an abusive relationship and get out of it? And teach your boys not to abuse others. It shouldn't be that hard. It should be a two-way street like everything else. But for some reason, because some poor innocent girl wound up dead and was found sitting in a ditch somewhere in a national park, we have to teach every man on the face of the earth that he's this evil, horrible, sexist woman abuser, and he deserves to be punished for it. It's another one of those things of equity is clearly more important to most people than actual equality. Look, I'll admit it, my opinions here might not be popular. Very rarely am I in line with what is the popular opinion, but these things just fucking irritated me. Like, seeing them over and over 3 or 4 times. I'm sure if I scroll through any social media right now, I'll see them again. And again, and again. And I can sit here and look at them over and over, and they'll never make me think any different about how fucking stupid and selfish people are being about it. Simply put, I know this isn't going to be the popular opinion. I expect this video to end up buried, or worse, get a bunch of backlash. But honestly, I don't care. I had some things that I wanted to say about it. And honestly, you know, it sucks. I normally stay out of these subjects. Like when that other guy, when he committed self-deletion, I stayed out of it. I had nothing to say because I had never heard of him. But in this case, I only have something to say about these particular items. You know, the case itself, it's awful. It's tragic. It's horrible that this poor innocent girl wound up dead. And her boyfriend should probably turn himself in instead of running and hiding and living into the fucking woods. But there's not really much we can do about it. They're going to have to find him eventually, and I hope they do. Because I still believe we should uphold, even though he is doing a lot of things that make him look incredibly guilty, like the fact that he's obviously running, and the fact that he's ducking police, and he's living out in the middle of the fucking woods somewhere. We should still give him a proper trial. He should have his day in court where they still have to prove that he did it. And honestly, I feel like a lot of the manpower being wasted in just finding him alone could also be found investigating the circumstances, and maybe finding if there might be somebody else who could have done it. At any rate, hopefully here soon in the next month, he'll have his day in court, and he'll be properly investigated after they catch him. But in the meantime, all we can do is wait. And, you know, I'm not one of those my heart goes out to the family people, but I hope they get justice for their daughter. I really do. I hope the actual assailant is found sooner or later. But that's really all I have to say about it. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. My name is Magnum Martel. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below if you've seen these posts and what you think about them. And I'll see you in the next video. I should probably produce another video today. That way I have 2 for the same day.